Hello, 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 my YouTube subscribers. Welcome to the Real News Talk Show. I'm your Real News host, and I'm here today to talk to you about R. Kelly and the whole thing, about all of this mess that's going around circling R. Kelly and his girlfriends, Azriel Clary and Jocelyn Savage. There was talk online that Jocelyn created this page or whatever. But as we all know, people are always online creating all kinds of fake pages. I've even had people fake out my page. And in fact, what they did, they even used my picture. And what they used was a product that I was selling in my business and linked it towards their business so that they could get my client sales. So, you got all kind of scams out here. And this is why now they have the cyber police. They're police officers that's watching out for these people, and they're called cyber criminals that go online, do all this fake stuff, make all this fake stuff up, and then, in fact, get all of this publicity and even make money. You remember this couple that said that they was helping the homeless, and they went online and they faked a GoFundMe page? And it was a scam because it was the homeless guy linked with them to do this crime. And so they all got busted. So this stuff can be a link. It could be in between. You don't know where the link is coming from, whether it's coming from the parents, whether it's coming from the daughter and the parents, whether it's come from just some online schemers. Nobody knows but the people that's creating these pages. Now, if Jocelyn Savage created that page, don't you think she would have been home if she felt that all of this was happening to her? Or even not home, but just, with her face online, not just some writing saying this and that happened to me, blah, 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 blah. She, at that point, should face up to the public because she'll get paid for that big time. I mean, it wouldn't be on no Patreon website where it's only a few bucks here and there. I think they said she'd only made like $2,000 the last I heard on that site, or whoever it was that did that fake page. So unless we know from the horse's mouth, her herself with her face on camera saying this was me, that would be the only way we would know, you guys. Nobody really knows. And frankly, nobody should really care because it's none of our business. Whatever those people do with their lives, that is them. That is their life and not mine. I could care less what they do. It's just a vehicle and a tool for people to talk about it on their pages like me, talk about it on their videos for likes, shares, and so forth and so on, and giving their point of view. But so far as being frankly involved in that situation, that's really between those people to do whatever in the hell they want to do with their lives. If Jocelyn Savage, who is a grown-ass woman, wants to still be with R. Kelly while he's locked up and she'll never probably get to be with him again, that's her. Because she's old enough to know better now. She's seen all the publicity. She's heard all the talk. She knows that now she can get out of it if she wants to. Her and Azriel Clary. I heard that Azriel had left the scene, but I'm not quite sure about that. And again, nobody really knows what's going on. I even saw a video where the attorney was saying they didn't even know. I mean, the attorney don't even know. They don't even know how to get in touch with Jocelyn Savage, really. And then I saw another video where her daddy was just cursing like a sailor. He was just cursing about I could have been fronted her. I could have been exposed her. Talking about his own daughter. So all of this stuff to me is just a bunch of bull, if you know what I mean. It's all just a scam. It's not right. It's not classy. It's just not right. Period. From A to Z, you guys. And so we really have nothing to do with that. That is those people's lives. I really, frankly, don't give a damn. I mean, because now that she's grown and she should know how to respect her parents if she wants to. But nobody knows what her parents have done to her because there's talk that they were in the scheme together and they knew that R. Kelly had their daughter. And you know what I'm saying? And it was for money, it was for fame. I even heard a video saying that that Jocelyn Savage parents even created that page because, nobody knows. But then I heard their attorneys say that they're going to do research to find out. So if it was the parents, then why would their attorney try and do research to find out unless he's just telling the public that and nobody knows? See what I'm saying? This stuff will keep you going. It'll keep you confused, wrapped up in somebody else's bull crap. Frankly, I don't give a damn. R. Kelly put himself in that position. Jocelyn Savage and Ezra Clary put themselves in that position because they have many opportunities to walk out, even early on. Early on, when they was going to court back and forth with R. Kelly, even before he was locked up, they had a chance to walk. They were in front of the cameras. They was just there supporting him when they could indeed at that time said, I want out, get the cops, I want to go. They never did that. So sometimes when people are wrapped up in the fame and they want money and these young girls run after these older men for money, in the end, all that stuff crumbles because it wasn't right from the very beginning. Now, we all have been young. I've been a young girl and older guys used to come after me. If they had money, I probably would say hi to them. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of women look for a father image in a man. And especially if they father cursed like I heard hers did. He had no respect for Jocelyn Savage from what I heard online. And I heard that video with him cursing about her like a sailor. What father would talk about his own daughter like that? So in that case, the girl, nobody knows if she was abused at home. Nobody knows anything. So she probably left the situation. And she probably left and got into a worse situation. But to her, it was better because of the money. R. Kelly was rich at that time. And now there's talk going on that the reason Jocelyn Savage did make that page was because of the fact that R. Kelly is broke. Now, this is what R. Kelly's attorney said, Bloomberg. Now, why would he say that unless he knew, in fact, that she did that page? What would make him say that the only reason she made that page was because of the fact that R. Kelly is broke and all the money had ran out? So that means he knows something. So on one hand, it could not be her, but when I heard what he said later on, it kind of confused me as if it could have been her because he said himself that the reason she did it was because all the money is gone. And like my mother always said, when the money is gone, no honey, no money. You know what I'm saying? So this stuff is just all of their life. They have to live in it. They have to pay for it. R. Kelly's paying for it now when he was even a victim. Remember, he was a victim because his sister had actually molested him when he was a child, him and his brother. And they were talking about that online on many videos, talking about how the sister, who was older than them, when the mother would go to work, she would call each one in at a time, and she would actually molest these kids. So he was a victim. He never got help for it. And then guess what he does? He turns around and he does the same exact thing that his sister did to him to other young girls. Not only R. Kelly, you guys, you got Epstein, Weinstein, you got Bill Cosby, you got all of these people and many, many more that I'm not even naming that have done the exact same thing R. Kelly has done, and they're still out here walking around. You have a lot of people that have done it that never got caught. So the celebrities get caught, even though they paid these women when they were young, they paid them, and now they have to pay the price for paying them. You see what I'm saying? So all of the men out there, they have to be extra careful because a lot of girls look matured. Like I used to put on lipstick and stuff, and I would want to go out with my sisters because it was like 5 girls in my family. And I always wanted to put on makeup and be with my big sisters. And oftentimes they would take me with them. And I would be the younger one. So guess what? All the older guys would come after me. You know what I'm saying? They'd be flashing money and stuff and buying you things. And I mean, so Young girls, to them, that's exciting. But that's wrong for the man to take advantage of a child, especially when he finds out her age. Many times young women lie. I'm 18 because they look 18. Breasts big, makeup on, hair like this down to their knees. Women can really fool men. And I have brothers in my family and nephews, and I tell them, beware. Make sure the woman is of age. I don't care how much makeup she has on, how much lipstick she has on, or how fine she is. You better check her out thoroughly, because you can go to jail for having sex with an underage girl, not knowing because she lied. I've heard women say they lie. They've lied and told the man they was 18. He didn't know no better. And many of those guys that they lied to are in prison right to this day. Right to this day. Now, on Bill Cosby, that's a whole nother story. Because Bill Cosby actually was putting pills and made a video about it. And I just don't know where Bill Cosby's mind was to even make a video about something that he was doing. Because actually it made him appear to be guilty when these women came out. Because it actually, the video said, I got these pills and I put these pills in these women drinks and blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? Why would you make a video like that? And then you turn around and somebody comes out and say you did it. So you know what they're going to do? Go back to that video. And boy, that nailed Bill Cosby to a lot of stuff. And in fact, Bill Cosby admitted to with that Constant woman long ago, and then he paid her almost I think it was $3.5 or $3.8 million, and she came back and got him again. When all the other women came out, she came back and got him again. What makes these celebrities think that their money can buy them out of prison? I don't understand it. I don't understand it. But my thing is that these women were paid. They knew they were getting paid. And then they came back to get the man. It's a setup with many men. A setup because a lot of women tell me, girl, men are weak, I know how to get it. I know a girl told me, she says, I'm going to get this man. And she came in my business and she says, oh, I met this man. He had a lot of money and I'm going to get it. And I said, what do you mean you're going to get it? I'm going to get a baby for him. I said, a baby? I said, girl, you're too old to have a baby. Oh, no, I don't give a damn. I'm going to have a baby for him. I'm going to be pregnant, and he's going to have to pay me. And you know what happened? I hadn't seen that girl in a long time, you guys. A long time. It was maybe over, she used to come every 2 weeks in my business, and then all of a sudden, I didn't see her for a long time. It was over a year or something, year and a half maybe. And she came in a year and a half to 2 with this little girl. And I was like, when did you have that baby? She said, you remember that time when I told you I was going to get that rich man? I did it. I nailed it. I said, what? I said, well, are you guys still together? I said, did love come out of the deal? She goes, no, he thought he was just going to hit me and run, but baby, he got caught. And I got him. He got to help take care of this baby for the rest of her life until she gets 18. I said, what? So you see what I'm saying? And people are bold enough to even tell you they'll do this stuff. And a lot of women think all men are weak. Because even some of the men that parents taught them to wear protection, that still does not work. They still didn't do it because a lot of men didn't want protection. But now, guess what? I heard it was a shot coming out where a man can take this shot and he don't have to worry about getting a woman pregnant. Now, what are the women going to do? The ones that sit back and try to make these babies off of these men. It's something else. It's something else. And then a lot of times the men don't want to pay because of that situation. But he got caught with his drawers down and he should pay because it was him that made that mistake and not doing what his mother told him to do. You see what I'm saying? So with that being said, men just got to be more careful. And if they have sex with underage girls, they eventually going to get caught. That girl can have that hanging over his head for the rest of his life. And if it can be proven, they will be convicted for molestation of a minor, no matter how old she looked, because of the fact that she lied and told him that she was of age and she wasn't. Because, makeup and hair and lashes and stuff can make a young girl look like an old woman. Yeah, you remember that little girl, was it John Bonet or something like that, or Ron Bonet or John Bonet? And her parents had her modeling and had her looking like a grown woman, and that little girl came up dead. I think those parents pushed that little girl to being too grown, and some pervert pedophile saw that little girl, and they had been seeing her in fashion shows and had been watching that. Keep kids. My parents always kept us kids. They watched us with every move. I mean, back like in the old days, even in church, how the old women would cover your legs and, where is all the morals anymore? And so, but the thing of it is, men, no matter if a little girl have on hot pants, Daisy Dukes, or what, they should learn to hold their cool. They should learn to hold their cool and not flirt with a young girl. I recall having a neighbor. I would go to the store and the neighbor was trying to flirt with me. And my dad was like, you better not ever look at my daughter. I'll come. My dad went to that man's door with a double-barrel shotgun for trying to molest his children. I mean, flirting and being, sexually aggressive. Like, oh, you got a fine butt and all that. And I'm just a child. And he never did it again after my dad had knocked on his door. My dad is dead and gone now, so he can't go to jail for it. But he knocked on that man's door with a double-barrel shotgun. Both of them are dead, but my dad said, if my kids ever walk this way to go to the store, my daughters better be free walking up and down the streets, and you better turn the other way. Because next time, I'm coming to shoot. And that man never looked our way again. Never. Because that was sad for an old man to be flirting with little girls, and you couldn't even go to the store in peace because you're scared that the neighbor's gonna probably come and snatch you, or he's harassing you, or kids should be free to be children. They really should. And then when they grow up, they still should be free to have a choice to choose who they want to be, not like somebody putting pills in your drink and taking advantage of you and admitting to doing it. So with that Bill Cosby case, Bill Cosby did admit with that Constant woman. It was a closed document. It was a sealed case. However, the case broke open, and that's when everybody found out that indeed he did admit to it and paid her under the table that nobody knew until later on it came out. And so the woman was paid. And so when all these other women came out, then she came, and he's in jail for the wrong person. Because that particular woman was already paid, and she took the pills herself. He put them in her hand, she said, and she took them. No. My mom taught me you don't take nothing, and I know hers did too. You don't take no pills no man give you or nobody, and you don't know what the hell you taking. That just doesn't make any sense. So he's in jail for that. And she went to his house 3 times to set it up. Now that was a setup, and it came back. She came back again to set him up some more, and so that's why Bill Cosby is behind bars, not because of those other women. It's because of that Constant, that tall woman, the one that you would least expect him to be in jail for. You see what I'm saying? So the other women that he actually did it to was the ones I thought he would have been in jail for, but maybe that time had ran out. Not this woman here. This woman already been paid. I don't know how that happened. I really don't. When she went to his house 3 times asking for it, and he put the pills in her hands, and she actually took them herself. I didn't get that story. I really didn't. Something was wrong with that story. But again, Bill Cosby, he calls it on himself and his family, and that was really sad because Camille, I really admire Camille Cosby for being the woman that she is, to stick by him through all of that. And she's probably still going through it. Can you imagine being married that long and your husband, this is the time you're supposed to be enjoying your last years in life. That's the worst for a man to put on a woman. she waited on you all throughout these years, and then now you go to jail at an old age when the time is winding down. Unbelievable. And you don't give a damn about being in there because he said he's probably not going to get out because he's not going to say he's guilty. He's going to hang on to it even though he already had said he was guilty and paid constant. You see what I'm saying? So if I was Bill, I'd just say, what the hell? I wouldn't probably say I'm guilty, but I would have a little more sympathy towards the situation to make things better so that when I come up for parole, I could finally be released within that 3 years opposed to 9. But to hang on to saying I'm not guilty, I mean, he don't have to say he's guilty. All he has to say is, I want to apologize to all the women that thought I did something wrong to them. And that's not admitting guilt. That's just saying that they may have thought it, even though it was consensual in some of those situations. But at least that will make him look like a better person rather than just being hard and saying, I want to be like Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, when in fact at first Bill Cosby had really bashed the black people. But he did admit that. So one thing about it, he did wake up and he admitted that. But a lot of people are saying, well, why is he admitting it now? It's too late now. The damage was done. He already said about black people. He just kind of bashed black people back in the day. When he made it, he kind of put black people down. But the TV show was showing a better side of black people. So that was notable. It sure was, because the TV show showed that even though he was talking about black people. So it was kind of like a combination of a situation that he did. It was like the TV show showed black classy people, and the wording that he said about black people was different than what he showed on TV. So people didn't like that. So people just don't like it when you put down your own race, because nobody else is going to put down their race. So we shouldn't put down our race. If you're black, you're black. If you're white, you're white. If you brown, you brown. If you jet black, you jet black. If you Chinese, you Chinese. Filipino, you Filipino. Whatever you are, that's the way God wanted you to be. And I'm very proud of who I am. And I'm happy that my parents instilled that into me. I am so proud. I couldn't be any prouder than any other person on this earth for being the person that God made me be. Because if I was anything other than that, God would probably take it away. Anytime you're not proud of who you are, he will eventually either take you off the planet sooner or do something, make you snap to your senses. Oh, you will come back home where you belong, because he created every man the way he wanted them to be. He really did. And if you're not right, he'll do something drastic like he did to Bill Cosby. Now he's apologizing for that. You see what I'm saying? Never forget where you come from, because 9 times out of 10, you have to go back. I don't care if you're black, blue, brown, yellow, white, whatever. If you do something wrong, look at Epstein, Weinstein, look at all these other people, white and black, and blue and yellow, and Chinese and green. If you do something wrong, you're going to have to pay for it, because God created all men. So with that, I'm going to end my show, but please click like, share, and subscribe, and I really hope everyone have a happy, happy holiday this holiday season, and I hope everybody had a happy Thanksgiving. Now Christmas is coming around. I think Christmas is every day with me. I'm really just going to be honest with you. Christmas to me is every single day that I wake up and I can have a bright smile on my face and I can say something positive. Wake up with a smile. You see what I'm saying? Christmas is every day. So with that, I'm going to end my show, you guys. This is the Real News Talk Show. So please click like, share, and subscribe, and I'll be coming back with more. Thank you for tuning in. Bye. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.